gosh, it is very hot and very, very warm. Clearly, by my appearance, by the sweat. I'll refer to it as dew. I have the dewy look going on right now, naturally. Oh, and my hair is doing whatever it wants. Anyway, that aside, I wanted to talk about age and objects. I'm thinking about this because I drive my stepdad's very old truck that he's had for like most of his life, most of his later adult life. I don't know exactly what year this car is, but all I know is that they don't make these anymore. And she's very worn down. She has gotten a lot of, she stores a lot of memories. Stores a lot of memories in these metal doors. And I can't help but wonder why we don't often appreciate age in itself. We're so, and I think just like in physical appearance also, we're so obsessed with not aging, with looking young all the time, and your value comes from your appearance. And I think it relates to, like driving around an old car. Like, part of me is like, yeah, like it's an old car, old thing, like this is very durable. It's not made anymore. And I don't know what it was, what features it has that makes it so long lasting, but it's an amazing car, and I feel very like big and like strong in this car. But on its appearance, she's not looking the best. She's not looking the best, but she runs very well. And so there's that part of me that's like, well, yeah, it's only if you know cars, you know that this car is like, and I wouldn't say like one of a kind, but it's, it's a nicer car. It was very nice for its time, and you can appreciate that. But if you don't have that prior knowledge, you kind of just see an old car. And I'm just like, well, why am I even having those thoughts? Like, why am I depreciating this thing that has existed for longer than I have, has seen more of the world than I have? And like, it's, especially toxic when it comes to thinking about other people and thinking about ourselves and thinking that we have to maintain a certain appearance in order to keep our value as people. It's horrifying. It's horrifying. And it's so rooted in ageism and sexism. And probably all of the isms. But yeah, it definitely seeps into the way that we even treat objects. Like certain things that are nice, we call vintage. Other things that are just like old but don't look as nice are called trash, disposable. Instead of appreciating the life that they did have, or the life that they still could offer. Someone just needs to give her a little like cleanup, give her a little spa day, a little makeover. Not that newfound appearance, that new like shiny pristine appearance will give it more value, but it'll just make it, like look nicer. But nonetheless, it still has that life. And the value of it just comes from its history, from its mere existence. I think that's something that's hard for us to remember, that there's value in things in themselves. Which is what a lot of these German idealists would agree with, I think, based on what I've read. Based on the books I've read. I'll have to revisit them, though. I don't think I was the most locked in during that quarter when I read them. And, it was this year when I read them this year. I think those are books that I have to come back to again and again. But anyway, that's me going off on a side tangent. I wanted to keep this very brief and short while this car warms up, even though it's already very warm outside. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll be back soon with more reflections, and I'm also just collecting a bunch of footage so I can actually finally make a proper video. I can't say that it will come in the next 2 weeks, but it will probably come in the end of the summer. Just because I'll have a lot more time, and these are a lot quicker, and I love just talking to the camera and sharing my thoughts. But yeah, I'll see how editing goes, and then y'all will see the finished product, and I hope you'll stick around for that. But yeah, anyway, hope you're drinking water, staying cool, and yeah, I hope you can find appreciation in the little things. Get yourself some ice cream if you've been craving that. I certainly have. Anyway, that's it. See you soon. Bye.